anyone who wishes to practice the path of ananya bhakti definitely has to be fixed in the understanding of the absolute truth, Lord Sri Krishna. We have been discussing in the last few days about how like a wet wood or a smoky wood or fiery wood, similarly the tamasika worship, rajasika worship and sattvic worship, by comparing these three, anybody can very easily understand the difference between the demigods and the Supreme Lord. The worship of the demigods is accompanied by meat and wine and many times with material motivations or fears, those kind of things. Whereas the worship of the Supreme Lord is done out of great respect and devotion and affection and with pure items. From another point of view, it's very easy to appreciate that although all the Puranas written with the same author, put down by the same author, Vedavyasa, they talk about the Supreme Lord and the various associates. They are oftentimes very confusing and contradicting for those who try to understand those literatures themselves without approaching the lotus feet of a guru. Why there are contradictions in the scriptures? Because anybody who reads it will get confused, then they will run to the guru. Otherwise, you don't need a guru. You can read yourself and understand everything. If you can understand yourself, then you are your own guru, self-made guru. So therefore, you find Lord Rama is doing worship of Shivalinga before entering Lanka. And you hear about Shiva talking about Shri Rama Rame Tirame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattvalyam Ramanama Varanane. He is glorifying Rama's name. Similarly, you find Devi Annapurni giving Bhiksha to Brahma Mahesh Vishnu. So Brahma Vishnu Mahesh is giving. So it appears that she is like Adi Parashakti, the mother of even the three deities also. It looks like that. And another place you find Saha Aikshata, Saha Asrijata. The Shruti mantras say that Supreme Lord Vishnu glances at the Devi through the Shambhu glance and invests all the jivas to her and by creating the universe. Saha Aikshata, simply by glancing, he is ordering her to do things. Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti. So then you understand that Devi is actually subordinate to the Ishvara. So you will see also many pictures drawn where, Lord Krishna is subordinate, appears to be subordinate, and somebody else appears to be superior. Other places, demigods appear to be subordinate. Lord Krishna or Vishnu appear to be superior. So you will be thoroughly confused when you read the Puranas. But when you understand from a Leela point of view, a subordinate person takes a superior position, just like Yashoda takes a superior position and binds Krishna. Arjuna takes a superior position and orders Krishna to drive his chariot. On the other hand, from Tattva point of view, Lord always is supreme. Although Devi is his sister, she can put the Lord in a cradle and cradle him like a Vatapatrashai baby. Still the Lord is the Ishvara to whom she reports, ultimately. So, from a Tattva and Leela point of view, as well as the three gunas point of view, gradually one's intelligence can come to a point of ascertainment that Lord Krishna or Lord Vasudeva is supreme. Vasudeva para Veda, Vasudeva para Makaha, Vasudeva para Yoga, Vasudeva para Kriyaha, Vasudeva param Jnanam, Vasudeva param Tapaha, Vasudeva paro dharmo, Vasudeva paragatihi. After studying all the Vedas, one should come to the right conclusion. Vedescha sarvai, ahameva vedyo, Vasudeva paraveda. Vasudeva paramakaha. While performing all the yajnas, Krishna says, no, that I am the goal of all yajnas. Aham sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mama vijananti tatvena tascha bhantite. He's saying if somebody is doing yajna but doesn't know that I am the goal of yajna, he falls down, he says. Similarly, he says in Gita also, Aham kraduraham yajna swadaham aham aushadham mantroham ahamevajyam aham agnir aham hutam pitahamasya jagato mata dhata pitamaha vedyam pavitram omkaram vriksama yajurevacha. Those who perform Vedic yajnas based on Rik, Sama and Yaju with all of them. Aham kratur, aham yajna, swadaham, aham aushadam is saying that I am the yajna kund, I am the yajnic fire, I am the ladle, I am the ghee, I am the mantras that are chanted. All these things connected to the sacrifice are me, is saying. Therefore, Vasudeva Paramakha. And Vasudeva Para Yoga is saying. The ultimate goal of yoga, yogic Ashtanga Yoga practice is to meditate on Vishnumurti in our heart. So therefore you find Yoginam api sarvesham madgate nantaratmana Shraddhavan bhajate yomam samyukta tamomata, he says. Vasudeva para kriyaha. The kriyas are 4 types of actions like Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So Shastras clearly say that Atapumbir dvijasreshtha varna ashrama vibhagashaha swa anushtitasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshanam. So the kriya should be done for haritoshanam only. Otherwise, shramayevahi kevalam. Otherwise. And then Vasudeva param jnanam is saying. The purpose of all knowledge is to ultimately become a learned person who understands Krishna is the Supreme. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan. The Jnanavan should come to the conclusion. If one is not Jnanavan, he cannot come to the conclusion that Vasudeva Sarvamiti. That's the ultimate conclusion. So there are many learned people called as Munis. Narada Muni is also one such Muni. Muni means one who is a very good speculator, one who can analytically understand things. But Muni will come to the right point where he is called as Sthitadhir Muni. One whose intelligence has become fixed in the feet of Lord Vasudeva. Vasudeva param jnanam, Vasudeva param tapaha. The tapasya should be done not for self-aggrandizement like what Hiranyakashipu did. The tapasya should be done for glorification of Lord Vishnu, like what Dhruva did. Dhruva did tapasya and attained darshan of Lord Vishnu. That type of tapasya should be done. So Vasudeva param tapaha. Then Vasudeva paro dharmo. There are many dharmas. For the mother, for the father, for the nation, for the women, for the poor. There are jati dharma, kula dharma. Many different dharmas are there. Dharmas and corresponding karmas are also there. But Lord Krishna says in the end of Gita, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam. So this is called paro dharma. Paro dharma is like a stem of a tree. And all other dharmas are like branches of the tree. So instead of watering the branches separately, if you put the water in the root, you do paro dharma. Then all other dharmas are taken care. That is clearly said in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Like it says that Devarishir bhutaptananam pitranam na kinkaro nayam rini charajan sarvatmanaya sharanam sharanyam kato mukundam parihritya kartam. If one becomes a devotee of Lord Mukunda, he is na kinkaro na ayam rini. He is not rini to anybody. He is not servant of anybody. He is only servant of only Lord Krishna. Nobody else, he says. So in this way, Vasudeva paro dharmo. And finally he says, Vasudeva para gati. Lord Vasudeva is the gati for the devotees. So if we become convinced in our heart, aham sarvasya prabhavaha matta sarvam pravartate. He says, I am the source of everything. Everything emanates from me. One who knows this will worship me with all their hearts, without any iota of doubt, with a wholehearted consciousness. So if anybody is not able to bring their bhava, how does the bhava come? After you know Krishna's supremacy like this, you develop respect for him. And then when you hear his pastimes and dealings, then we develop a raga for him. Raga means love, affection for him. That affection produces feelings of separation. A longing. Shunyaitam jagat sarvam Govinda virahedame. Where is Govinda? Just like a small child, imagine in the temple hall on a Sunday, gets lost. A child will be crying, running here and there, searching for the mother. Similarly, in this world, a jiva who has developed a firm faith in the Lord will run behind the Lord like a child, searching, where is my Lord? I have missed my most important person who is my very source. The source of all existence. So everything else becomes secondary, tertiary, not so important in this world. Or other things become side business. Getting your food, getting your accommodation, getting some job to do, making some money. All these things are in the side. But your prime goal is to attain Krishna's lotus feet. So when this kind of consciousness awakens in the heart of a devotee, then only we can do ananya bhakti. Ananya bhakti means one-pointed devotion. Then the chanting of the holy name is very meaningful and steady and fruitful. Mind doesn't run here and there. Why to run? Mind can only run if you need something else. If you only need Krishna, then mind will run to Krishna only. Where else can it go? It has no attraction to go to anything else because there is no substance anywhere else. Vastava vastu is Vasudeva only. Vedyam vastava matra vastu shivadam tapatrayon mulana. Vastava vastu is Lord Vasudeva. Why to go anywhere else? So whether you are a 5-year devotee, a 30-year devotee, 50-year devotee, 100-year devotee, you are the same devotee, you have no other goal. But if you are even a 2-year devotee, you will criticize ISKCON, you will criticize devotees, you will criticize everything in the world, and then you will go out and you will do nonsense. And there are many people who are doing that. But if you will see that those people who have ascertained the truth properly, there is no tattva vibrama. The truth is crystal clear. Those people will steadily progress in spiritual life, and they will become like a rocket with the escape velocity. They will definitely escape the influence of Maya's downward pull, and they will attain Krishna's lotus feet. And that is made possible by the chanting of the holy name. In the Bhagavatam, there is a verse which says, one should target the lotus feet of the Lord and chant the holy name, and one can definitely attain the Lord's lotus feet. Harinam Prabhu ki. Let's offer our humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like desert trees or ocean of mercy, full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krupa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti vaishnava vrindaki Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki